Hello, everybody. This is Lumina. Welcome to my daily podcast where I show up every day live via Zoom and in the month of November 2025. Today is Wednesday, November 5th, and I made it on time. I am tapping into my divine consciousness. So instead of, there's these two timelines going on right now. There's the AI and there's the organic, natural, divine consciousness. And so I'm not fighting one or the other because I'm both. We're both. We've experienced everything. Something is coming up in your reality. There's a reason for that. So I'm not for or against any of it. I can see all of it. I live my life from a higher soul perspective always. So instead of it's 12 o'clock, I just showed up. I started, everything worked. It was amazing. I was outside gardening, weeding for the last few hours, and I didn't set an alarm. I didn't do anything. I was really thinking about not doing this live anymore. I was thinking about a million and one things. But, all of a sudden it was time. And I started to see, I see images in my mind. I started to see ice cream. I was like, so I was guided to stop. Like I was shown by myself ice cream. And I love ice cream. So I stopped and then I looked at the time. It was 11:44. I kid you not. That is my absolute favorite number. 44 is a number of angels. And 11:44 especially, I see it all the time. I see almost every hour on the hour. I'm always guided to look. And it's like a message from myself to myself about, it's a confirmation you're on the right track, just like, hey, just checking in, all this amazing stuff. So I got my ice cream and then I came here and I just got a drink, went to the bathroom, and I logged in right at 12. So my intention is to just hold this space for 1 hour every single day and to show up. There's a million. Okay, so there's a million things I want to share with you. I woke up this morning knowing that this is my book. So Lumina, I am Lumina. And I just got interrupted. There's always a reason. I set very clear protection and clear boundaries and clear intention. So whenever there is an interruption of whatever way, shape, or form, because we're going to be interrupted in our life, there's always a message. So let me just focus. I was able to do all of this stuff without setting an alarm, without anything external. My internal, organic, natural, divine guidance, my soul guidance, because this is part of my soul work to show up live with you every single day. And so I did, and it was effortless, and I didn't even have to think about it. I just surrender my whole life to my highest levels. I'm in service for all, for the highest and greatest good of all. And you want me to garden this morning? Great. You want me to show up live with Lumina? Great. That's what I was saying. So anything important will circle back or spiral back. So live with Lumina, I was showed the download that this is actually my book. It's a vlog. It's a mystery school teaching because I have understood recently that I am the code. I carry the codes, as many of us. Again, it's not an ego thing, but I carry the codes of mastery. These are Vegas school teachings. I've been a master teacher. I know many of you as co-teachers, as students in the galaxy and beyond. So when I connect with your energy, it's like a remembering. And even if you don't remember that, that's fine too. It's all perfect. It's all divine. It's all good. And I'm so excited to be here. So when I think about today is Wednesday, November 5th, 2025. And today I wanted to show you some of my, I'm going to do an oracle reading with my oracle cards. Now, I was also thinking about this, like this is my book, right? So I work on a quantum, this is the way I've been. I'm always like this. I'm just being guided to come out of the closet, so to speak, to come out of hiding because it's safe. You know, for many, many lifetimes we've been persecuted. We are the code, you know, star seeds. You plant us, we are light. It's impossible for us to be scared of the darkness because we are literally light, but we just don't remember. We're distracted. I want to say a million things at once. So let me just finish that thought, please. Thank you very much. So the book, my oracle deck is, I've been working with these collective, these community living oracles. I'm calling them community living oracles. I've created, I don't know, 7 or 8 of them already by default, because that's who I am. I am an oracle for many lifetimes. I have memory being an oracle in Delphi, oracle in Turkey. This land, I breathe this land. I've had many lifetimes in Turkey. Like, I feel really, really, really at home here. I love the land. When I come home, I'm native Californian. So when I go home, I breathe home. Like when I go visit my friends and family back home, and I miss you guys. I love you guys, and I hope you're watching. And if you are, I love you. I'll see you next summer. Inshallah, they say, you know, like hopefully just surrender to it all. We're supposed to go this summer and didn't happen. But at the same time, I feel the exact same about the land here. Like, I know I'm supposed to be here. The land, it just called me, it pulled me here, it magnetized me here, and just plopped me down in Turkey. I've been in Turkey for 14 years. Me and my husband, owner, bless him, we just got pulled from San Francisco and just plopped into Istanbul. And we came here, I think it was about September. We came in the summer in June, and my husband got a job. And then we went home. And then we just kind of, in a couple months, like moved everything over here. It was just time. In San Francisco, I lived there about 15 years. It's a city where it'll just spit you out when it's done with you. And so we got propelled like catapulted out of that city, and we landed in Istanbul. We had a place to stay, and it was just time to be here. And it couldn't have been more effortless. Like, everything was amazing. And we moved in just a few months, put everything on the container, like a quarter container, and just, that's it. Like, okay, we'll see you over there. I shipped everything that I could because we had a quarter container. So everything I can think of, like, just really lightning fast. That's the energy right now. Everything is happening lightning fast. Just, you surrender, you say yes, like you hold these high intentions, and then you trust the universe is doing its magic. So everything went, like my Buddhas, my Kuan Yins, huge books, all like my crystal collection, all the books, everything, like the office chair, you know, I have a massage table, everything went in that container because it's by volume, not weight, you know. And I found out when I went back home to Los Angeles, my parents' house, they're storing my stuff. Thank you, Mom and Dad. So it's still there. It's a slope I collect for a long time, and I'm in a deep collecting process right now. But that's what the gardening was all about. It's an unraveling. I made this mess. Radical self-responsibility. You know, I am undoing the mess. But as I'm undoing every single mess in my life, which is mostly like my things I'm working on, mostly it's decluttering, sacred time management, having boundaries, you know, all of these 3D lower chakra, lower vibrational things, masculine contain. I am super divine feminine, masculine not so great. I could meditate, and you know, I'm up here all the time, grounding not so great. My husband really grounds me and anchors me. We're very different, but on a soul level, like, we're perfect together, you know. He keeps me grounded, and he's like realistic, and we need each other. We're always helping each other. We're a really good team. And we've been married for 20 years. It's absolutely, I cannot understand the time. Like, it's just 20 years. It's amazing how many lifetimes I've had. I've been here in Turkey for 14 years. We got plopped into Istanbul. It was there for 5 years. Both of my children were born in Istanbul, but we've been living in Fethiye, which is my husband's hometown ever since. And it's paradise here. People come here from all over the world to travel and to paraglide and to experience beauty and nature. And I'm so blessed. We live in Chalish, which is just nature and 5 minutes from the beach. You know, it's absolutely beautiful. This is my home. They're both my homes. And I'm a rainbow bridge between the Lemurian land of my native California and the land here. I mean, I love being in Turkey. Turkey is it's a bridge, right? It's the Middle East, Mediterranean culture, Middle Eastern culture. It's the old and the new, the East and the West, North and South. It's all of it. It's a magical, magical land. And I would love to hear if you guys have ever been here. If you're traveling, if you're close by, come say hi. I'd love to see you. I love connecting with light workers and just everybody, Starseeds, light workers, and everybody else. I'm a bridge. And these are my master teachings. So I woke up this morning. It's just time to share. It's time to talk. It's time to um, get the teachings out there. Because, in the old days, it was all oral, it was verbal. So my teachings, my book is oral right now. And perhaps one day I will be guided to anchor it into the physical, like to have an actual tangible, like cool, like I see myself celebrating holding my book. I have many books. One of them is Seeds of Light. This book is called I Am Lumina. That's what they're telling me right now. I am Lumina. It's about the Lumina Mystery School teachings. I opened my doors on 1010. I work with the portal days. I work with everything. I need to focus because it's 12:14 and I still have a lot to talk about, but there's so much, I'm being guided to do this live. But like I said, to keep the sacred space protected on Zoom. I hope you can join live. I hope you're watching the replays. I was guided also this morning. Everything is unfolding in rapid fire. So after this call, I'm going to open a Telegram group for Lumina for this mystery school. It's going to be live with Lumina. They're saying live with Lumina. I'm going to have a Telegram. I'll post the link because what I would really like you to do, and I really want the community. And that's what's really amazing about having live space is that you're connecting with people in real time. And that's why I feel it's important for me to show up now as me, how I am, and with my blue hair, and later it might be magenta, because the activating colors for me really, it's like this turquoise aqua color, which is actually not this. This is more of like a light blue, but they didn't have that. And magenta, and just show up with the energies, because I am a clear channel and I'm constantly radiating, broadcasting, illuminating the energy out. It's a frequency, it's a bandwidth. Most people can't handle my energy. So we're doing these micro dosing. That's what I was thinking about gardening and weeding this morning. So it was really, I wanted to slow down for a second. I was really connected with the earth element and unweeding. So it's my backyard is a work in progress. And this morning I was guided to start untangling the prickly thorns. My husband bought me these gloves. And so finally I put them to use, and I'm going to start to do that because now is the time to do that. October and November, it's just the most beautiful, extraordinary energy here. The lights, like the intensity of the summer, it's starting to wane, and the light codes. This is the time for me, like it's very sacred, like Halloween, the Samhain. My birthday is coming up I'm Scorpio baby. It's in 10 days, actually, on the 15th of November. This time is my favorite time. Not obviously because it's my birthday and I love birthdays. I'll be 51 in 10 days and I'm celebrating a whole month. And yeah, I launched my Illuminate. I made a video about it. We're working with the portals, 1111 portal. It's a 3-month portal. I made a video. I don't want to go into it right now, but I'm launching all of these projects. I'm going to open a Telegram for this because the idea is that these are mystery school teachings. They're codes, they're transmissions, they're keys, they're activations. Just even having it on silent, you would still receive the codes because I am just transmitting whatever wants to come through. I'm, complete oracle, divine channel. Please ask me your questions. On Friday, I'm going to be doing a live Q&A, and I'm collecting questions through the week. I already have one that my friend wrote on the YouTube on podcast number 1. This is number 3. So ask me your questions. I'm going to tune in and answer your questions. And maybe I'll answer my questions. I'm going to just tune into what's arising. So as I was gardening this morning, I was like, okay, what is the message? And it was like, just do one by one. I made a huge mountain of these like prickly thorn. I made an intention. You have to be really careful about your intentions, that I wanted a green backyard. Okay. But we didn't co-create it with nature. So Mother Nature took over, which is like perfect. And Mother Nature heard and answered and heeded my call, which was to make it green, which means the green, the weeds, and then these prickly thorns overtook everything. Like it was inhospitable. It's like I manifested a complete forest in my backyard. And now it's time. I've decided I said cancel, clear, delete 3 times. Cancel, clear, delete, cancel, clear, delete. I thanked Mother Earth because she listened to me and provided me with the most beautiful green, all different like colors, different sounds. We talked about the sound of colors yesterday. But now it's time for something different. So I canceled, cleared, and deleted that contract I made with Mother Earth. And I said, okay, Mother Earth, thank you very much for your service. I love you. Now I would like to co-create something where we can enjoy the backyard again, where we can sit and enjoy. We have a big umbrella and do the barbecues in the winter. We can do have the burn barrel, like the fires in the backyard. We couldn't sit in there like yesterday. I cleared it all, but I wasn't sweating because my guides had me do one by one. So basically, I have the right tools. It's all about having the right tools. So I had these little pliers and I just clipped one, made a little pile one by one. So I wasn't rushing around. I took my time. I was very mindful, very conscious, very aware, just in a state of gratitude. And I was thinking about the imagery of that. That's like, what are you trying to show me? Show me what I cannot see. Tell me what I cannot hear. Help me remember what I've forgotten, right? About this garden, natural garden in my backyard. And it's gone through many lifetimes since we've had our dog. We couldn't have a vegetable garden anymore. And then when we got our cat, then they're chasing each other in the bed. So we're going to have flowers. It's going through all these like changes, just as we are. Like it's constantly evolving and changing and growing just as we are. So I was asking, and my guides were having me just, I had these little pliers and cutting one of these prickly thorns with the gloves, right? You need all the tools. And one by one, I made a huge mountain of them. It's a work in progress, but I cleared a huge amount of space in like two hours. I think, yeah, like 2 or 3 hours. They're saying it was about 222, of course, the numbers, right? And each one, I was just like, thank you for your service, because basically they're prickly thorns, and it was like they were protecting me, keeping me safe, keeping me hidden, from all the baddies and, all this stuff. And, all the stuff. But now it's safe. It's just time. It's time to get to work. It's time to come out. It's time to shine our light. It's time to, unleash, unfurl, and release our magic in the world. Okay. So I was like, it's time to create something else. No big deal. And it was like, it didn't take much time, didn't take much energy. And again, I didn't even really sweat because I wasn't in this like crazy panic, like I gotta unweed and like, oh, I did this disaster and like this stress. It was like in a state of gratitude and like, thank you so much, Mother Earth, for holding, just keeping my backyard safe and protected and holding it. And one by one, I just gave lots of love and gratitude to each one of those little weeds. And if I hurried, I would get so they're like one by one. When I did two, then I noticed I was prickling myself, like it got me and I was bleeding. It's like, fine, slow down. So just slow down and appreciate where you're at and then go from there. And I'm in a container called Take Back Your Home, Take Back Your House. It's about decluttering. And I want to share like the resources of all the programs I'm doing. I haven't even listened to, I was guided to get it in it last month. I purchased it. You get access for a year. I have not had time to listen to any of the transmissions. They do like, it's like Minimal Mom. I think Cassie Clutterbug and Dana. I think Dana. So they're all working together. And three ladies. I love that collaboration is coming through, community collaboration and co-partnership. And I love them. And I've been watching Minimal Mom videos on YouTube and I decided to support them. So I bought this, it's like Take Back Your Home. It's like you get access for a year and they do like 12-hour, decluttering kind of marathons. The thing is, I haven't had time or been inspired or been guided or any of that to actually listen. My energy, I'm a projector. So I dive deep into things. So I'm all in and I go really deep and I binge watch. So I might spend a week eating the same food and then I change. I might spend, oh yeah, I have in human design tastes. Is it like the super senses taste? And so I get a taste and then I just devour it. So I devour that with information. So I haven't gotten to the space because I'm still catching up with other things to listen to that. But the pure fact that I'm in this container is activating in and of itself because I'm in the container. I paid for the membership. It's really cheap. It's like $99 for the entire year. And then whenever I'm ready, I can tune into it. Doesn't matter. That's probably one of the best $99 I've ever spent because I genetically decluttering, it's a thing, especially on my father's line, you know. Details don't matter, but basically I inherited from my father's line collection, like holding on this hoarding kind of, I call it collecting tendencies. And my mother's line is super minimalist. My husband's super minimalist and I'm more collector because I like to feel the energy. I like to hold on. I like to touch, and it's genetic. But it also is not about letting it control me and be overwhelmed. So I'm being shown again the garden with the thorns. It's like, yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm really overwhelmed by like the chaos of all the stuff I have in my life because I like the stuff. I've learned a long time ago because it's hard for me to ground. I actually like having things and it helps me to ground and to anchor. But you don't want to be overwhelmed or to let the stuff control you, right? It's just a tool like anything else. It's not good or bad. It's just stuff. And it really doesn't matter. So to circle, so anyway, so finish my thought. So I'm in the container and I'm receiving the activation, whether or not I listen to the things, which I will, because I love them. And I think it's super helpful. And I am a creator and I'm creating like millions of things right now. I keep saying the word million because I'm attuning my frequency to I'm magnetizing into my world $1 million. And I'm at 0 and I'm calling in 1 million. And so what's really interesting also about that, about having intentions, is that because my intention is, I don't know how, when, why, or how that's going to happen, going from 0 to 1,000,000, but this is my story about that. This is Lumina. This is my book. And it's about all of it, showing up and just starting where I'm at and bringing you along with me. Because in some ways I'm way ahead in the journey, in some ways I'm way behind in the journey. We are all of it. We're here to get mastery for all of it. I wanted to master all of it. And it's not fun, it's not easy, but that is the expansion. It is the growth. That is the ascension and descension into this human experience. And it's all glorious. So I like being in containers. I like to be held in the energy as a projector. I'm an energy projector, but still, my energy is, I need to protect it. I need to be in protection with my energy, mindful of what I'm consuming, and like I'm trying to balance the consuming. We're in very heavily consumers, right? Consuming and creating, and inviting you guys all to do the same. So there were all of these things that came through this morning. I just had an itch, so it's reminding me just to listen for a minute. Just take a deep breath. Just slow down the frequency. Just grounding a little bit. Okay. It's halfway mark. Now, I would like to talk to you about my oracle cards and my book. So the book I was shown has to do with doing things different. I don't do things the way other people do them. I have made 7 or 8 collective community living oracles. Some of them are informed, like this one, the Oracle, the 44, is actually a physical thing. That's real size I wanted to make. And this book that I'm making, I Am Lumina, which is this vlog and live with Lumina broadcast transmission activations. And eventually I'll bring in through the frequency. It's like I'm broadcasting the signal, so you receive the codes, and then when I'm guided, I'll ground it. So there's so much to say. I'm going to show you. Oh, and my card is right on top. This is the Oracle of the 44. And I wanted to do a reading today, but actually my card is on the top. So the Oracle of the 44, and I've done about 5, 6, or 7 of these. I'd have about 7, I think, in different. I cannot box myself in. It would be too boring. I cannot say I have this one artistic style. That would be too boring. I'm constantly changing. I'm constantly growing. I'm constantly evolving. I'm constantly learning and enjoying and just being dynamic. Right now we're doing like the blue braids, and then later it will be something else. So this is my baby. It's called the Oracle the 44, and it was born on the December. So for me, the winter solstice in 2023. I put out a call to the Astara community with Laura Starr, which I love her, and I'm grateful to be connected with the community. I put out a call to this community, and I asked people to tell me their intentions if they wanted me to create a code for them to help them step into 2024. So it was like asking for 3 words, like 3 words or less, okay? Their intentions to step into 2024. And these are codes that were to help propel them. Now, my guides have me do really funny things is I just put the call out and they said, just don't communicate with them, okay? Because, people have a funny thing is like they're in a hurry, like, I didn't want to be bothered, okay? Because I work in divine timing and not many people do, and they don't understand that. And so my guy said, like, just let it be, you know, don't have to mention it. So I didn't say anything. I didn't say you were chosen. Basically, whoever answered the call was chosen. And so there were 44 people, including this one is for me. So everybody had their thing. I didn't intend for it to be an oracle. Like I said in my last video, I just make them by default because that's my coding. I make living oracles. So right now, these have not been published, but I would like to publish them. So if you guys have any suggestions, so what I want to publish them, and I don't have it with me, there's this game. It's like Asmoden, I think it's called. My kids have it. It's like it's in a round. So imagine this. It's in a round tin. So I want to publish them, and I want to sell them. Like you guys can buy them and have them like professionally. Okay. So I have a surprise for you. It's a free download. It's going to be my freebie right now. I'll be making lots of freebies, but I'm trying to build on social media and start my business, and I'm supposed to have a freebie, and I have one already. So I prepared a PDF. I did this in a couple days, and it's not professional because tech is not my mastery, although we're learning. It's a slow process. So anyways, I have a PDF. I'm going to link it here for the Oracle of the 44. So you're going to get all 4 pictures. However, I have not channeled the messages. I have channeled one message, and it looks like this. Just for fun. And I have this. This is the heart one. Actually, they're all like hearts. So I love them. So basically, I had the idea that this is what I want to do. So for example, this card, I want to professionally, maybe this is a call and asking you guys for help, print these. Now, how do I do this? I want it to be in a round tin. That's what the Oracle of the 44 showed me she wants. Okay, I'm just the messenger with the message on the back. I do not want numbers. So this oracle is about this. They're like meditation cards. I want the geometry to speak for itself. It's light language, light codes. Some of them have designs, some have symbols. They're all light codes based on the person's intentions. Now, I created a PDF with just the images of the oracle of the 44. Okay, they're all different because basically I'm tuning in to the person's energy and their intention. And this was mine. I can tell you this was mine, the Oracle 44 for 2024. I called in the energy of radiant, abundant joy. And so the way that the Oracle of 44, this free gift, is I made a PDF with all of these that you can print out, and people have been printing out because I have I'm going to create a website, but until then, I have my listing, professional listing on the Astara community page. And on there is the link for, and I'll also link it, but it's the link for this PDF, which you can use. It was a free project. It's a community living oracle, and the community living oracles that I have made and are making are all free. Okay, I'm stepping into other projects, which I have to learn how to do it and to ground it and anchor all these light codes. So this is really, really fun. These are all mandalas. The idea is that they're round, they're mandalas, and there's no instruction. I did not put the intentions in the PDF. They're just images. And I was playing around with the idea, like the back looks like this because this was mine. I don't know if that's going to be backwards or forwards, if it's mirrored. But right now it just has each person that I channeled the message for. So these are activating. They're like soul activation cards, soul activation codes for the person I connected with. So that is changing your life. It's literally magnetizing. It's encoding with light, your intention. So on one level, it's for that person, but it's a co-creation between me and that person. This is for me, right? This is only like I co-create. My greatest artwork comes by co-creation with others. I would never, ever, ever in a million years, run out of millions of ideas because I'm always co-creating with somebody or with something. Like that's just how I read the energy. I look at anything and I see codes. I'm a code keeper. I look at a tree, I see the codes. I look at flowers and codes in the clouds and with the smells with I can that's my greatest gift. I can tune into anything energetically and draw the code for it. And I have lots of ideas, but it's just a one woman show at the moment. So I do need help. I would love to collaborate and co-create with people, and you guys don't know who I am. So I'm going to start with this podcast. I'm showing you slowly over time whenever I'm guided and appropriate to do so. Like my artwork that I've been diligently creating over the last like 7 years. And there's a lot, like I have a lot of content. And now I'm just learning how to ground it and anchor it and make it into fun things. Like these will be cool stickers. Like, how do I do that? How do I take the pictures? How do I make the stuff? The problem, not problem, but the thing is, and why I'm not really perhaps guided to do this right now, is now is a teaching time. So I'm showing you the stuff and I'm seeding. I don't have time to stop and learn how to do everything that I want to do because it's just me to do that, right? So there's so much that wants to come out. It's the time for me to share. It's time for me to start telling my story, and the codes unfold in divine perfect timing over time, right? So I mean, it's all perfect. I like most people when they publish a book, they go on a book tour, but I have 2 young children. I'm supposed to be boots on the ground at least through this 20-year shift. I mean, it's how like my kids were born in this 20-year transition of the old new earth and new earth. And after that, I'll be kind of like free to do, they'll be older, I'll be free. It's all perfect, but it's going to take time. So I don't have time or resources to go on a tour. So right now I've been busy creating nonstop the last 6, 7 years. And now I'm going to start showing those things and learning how to best show them. And we're going to play like my website that I want to create it's coming. It's like a portal. The technology is not here. Like you enter I don't really know all of the stuff. Excuse me. They're saying you're talking too much. Just breathe for a minute because I just coughed. I'm going to take a drink. Invite you to drink. I have my smoothie from the morning with yellow. It's like a sun. My guides are having me be really mindful with time, setting alarms. I'm in all these programs right now. I'm trying to learn how to tell stories because I get lost in the energy. I'm way out there. Okay, guys? I'm learning how to be focused so that you can actually hear the messages. So let me focus. The Oracle of the 44 is in this manifestation. I would love to see this, but I'm not attached. Like I would love to have it in a cute little metal tin. I see myself with it. So I know I'm in the timeline of that becoming a reality. I have 50 Oracle decks. I love supporting Oracle deck creators. I love the artwork. Like I was saying, I didn't finish my thought. Yesterday, there were a couple of different people that I gave away my Oracle decks because it's like you want to start relying on your own wisdom. But for me, it's about the artwork. It's about supporting the creators. It's about, I don't even need to look at them. They're over there. It's about just feeling the energy of this magic. For me, this is magic. And I'm creating this by hand. This is on watercolor paper. I was in a program called the I Am Code with Justine Sarah Bryn. And then she, about the oil several years ago, I think during COVID, to make, and I made it, but I did it in my own timing. And now she's a tattoo artist. She's in Los Angeles. She's amazing. She's created 2 different Oracle decks. I love her. She's now Justine Alvarez, I think. Alvarez. She's doing these intuitive tattoos. I love her. I'm grateful. So it was this program I joined, and her whole thing was like make So that's what I did. I made my oracle deck in the actual size on watercolor paper, and I love it. But the thing is, it's like there's the gold, you know, and how do you take pictures of that? So I'm going to show you some of the cards. So as I'm talking about this, and then I'll draw a card in a little bit. There's different ways it can go. I'll ask her. You know, I could let you know the person's name and their intention, or it could just be as it is. I'm sharing it where you just get it and you use it as you want it to. If you've used it and whenever you use it, these are the things I want to share in the Telegram group, okay? Share the artwork. Like as I'm talking, I'm inviting you to draw and to paint and to create, you know, what are you getting from these? So basically, these are all mandalas. So it's like intuitive oracle where you ask your question and then you pick it and then you're going to look at like the symbols, you're going to look at the shapes, the colors, what stands out. It's an intuitive reading without any guidance, so it could be like that. That's the way it is now, or I can channel the messages, no big deal. I'm going to read this message because this is actually the only one that I've channeled the message, okay, to give you an idea. This oracle, and I haven't shared this yet, but you can see. This oracle brings the message of growth, love, and health. This energy activates your heart chakra so that you can give and receive more love in your life. Your heart energy center is a diamond portal of light. It is time for you to give yourself permission to feel more compassion, forgiveness, self-love, kindness, grace, softness, gentleness, easefulness, nurturing, and unconditional love. This oracle is connected with the pink ray of love. You can call upon Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, or Isis to help you connect with the Divine Mother within you. In what ways does your inner child need to be nurtured right now? In what ways do you need to feel more love? In what ways do you need a mother's loving embrace? How can you connect with the energy, light, and frequency of this oracle so that you can bring growth, love, and healing into your heart center right now? This oracle is a portal of light, and as you spend time connecting with its energy, ask the Divine Mother to soften your heart so that you can feel the purity of love flowing throughout your entire body. Let the colors and sacred geometry of this oracle help you to grow into a more gentle, loving, and compassionate version of you so that you can start living your life with the golden heart filled with love. So just taking that in. So this oracle is telling me that, yes, it's time. Like I said in the last podcast, 2024, 2025, we're completing our cycle. This year, 2025, we're completing. It's a 9-year. I need to complete this project, but she's calling me. I cannot force it. It's all divine timing. As I read this, I just got chills. I would love to hear what your experience is hearing this message. So I'm going to do it this format. It looks like this. You can take a screenshot if it's, for me, it looks mirrored. And then I want to print them. So I'm excited. She just told me. So I'm going to do that for all of them. Let me just show you the cards. Thank you. And then, so I'm putting out the call. Let's do it. Let's create it. So I'm looking for a local printer, but Turkey is very limited. These are the cards. I just want to show you live. And I love them. I am so proud of this baby. This is just amazing, amazing, amazing. I don't want to put anything on. This is my vision, but I need help to find publisher and I want to support people. I'm calling in lots of money to do all these things, mainly to support other artists and creatives. With the light language, there is no right or wrong way to look at the artwork, to any of it. What do you feel in the moment? 12:47, just trying to be mindful. I just want to show you all these cards. And actually, the person I channeled the code for, it doesn't matter who it is for. I love them. So what do you feel as you look at all of these images? They're beautiful. They're galactic. There's so many things. This is one of my favorite things to do in the world, in the galaxies, is to create artwork for people, to create mandalas. This is my baby from last year. Look at how gorgeous they are. And I need to do her justice. I need to print her in the right way. So I'm magnetizing that to me because I made a PDF. It's free, but it's not her potential. It's not the way that she wants. It's good for now because we got a lot of work to do and there's only one of me. And the energy is so dense. Like I remember being off world, Sirius, and it's, and Andromeda and Sirius and all these places and different star systems, instantaneous manifestation. And we're remembering we are that, but it's not here yet. Like, how do I do this? I need your help. So in the meantime, in the interim, I have a PDF for you. You guys can play with it. And I want you to work with it. I want you to tell me. Maybe I'll make it. I love Telegram right now. Maybe I'll make a Telegram group just for the Oracle of the 44. Because each thing needs its time in the glory, in the lights. I love them. They're also special. Makes me want to cry how I haven't even looked at them in a while. The light codes, it's just a heart activation, right? And these are all hand painted and hand drawn. And I can feel them. They're calling to me. They're ready for me to do the messages and it's all perfect. I'll make a post. I'll put out a call. I'm going to call publishers and like figure out how to do the round 10 thing. Because that would be really fun. Like a port, there are some decks like that, right? They're the pocket decks. This is the pocket size. Oh, yeah. And what do you feel like when you're looking this way versus this way? And then I haven't even shown you, the light's not the best in my bedroom, but they're all like metallic, right? How do I get the best picture with the metallics, right? It's about 10 minutes. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'll end with a reading. I just want to show you my 44 babies. Oh, so I worked, and I'll have to share that. So I worked on this quietly, this project, Oracle the 44. And then on the 3/3 of 2024, it was like ready to go and be announced and revealed to the world. And I contacted all 44 people, most of whom like had forgotten about it, because I wasn't talking about it. I just listen to spirit, and it gets distracting when you're talking and promoting. Like that's just my brain is not like that. That's why people have. I'm a projector. I need a generator to help me with all the promotion and all the stuff. Anyway, so I announced it, I unveiled it. It was a gift. I created this for the Star community. I made a video. I'm going to upload the video. I'm so proud of it. And then I was invited into the Star community. I started teaching my classes in a Star last year. It was amazing. It was amazing. I taught Activate Your Light, which I'm going to do again, which is basically light language intuitive art classes. And I activate you and we go through the chakras and the elements, 3-month class. So I didn't do it last year. I did it in 2000. Oh yeah, last year, right? Not this summer, but last summer, 2024. So after I launched this, and this was just a gift from my heart that I was guided to create, I was invited into the community and I started teaching, and I'm so grateful and I love everybody. And I'm so grateful that I was able to channel all of these and to make this oracle. So I'm still working on it, you guys, and trying to figure out how to best um, bring it out into the world. But I have so many projects, and I feel the wave of them, and I'm trying, like I said, to birth all of them at once. So I do need your help. And here's mine. So I did like 2 podcast conversations with Lara on her podcast, which is Coffee with the Collective every day. She is amazing. I highly encourage you guys to connect with her community. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity. And then I taught my class and doing arts, and now I'm bringing it all to you guys. Okay. So I am drawing a card for the collective. Let's draw 3 cards. What is the message that we most need right now? What is the message that we most need right now? Shuffling. I'm going to pick 3 cards. What is the message that we most need to hear right now? Okay. These 2. Oh, there's 2 and 1 more. What is the message that we most need to hear right now? It's for our highest and greatest good. 1 more card, please. Okay, 1 just fell. All right, so I'm going to start with the last one. So I have these three cards. These are the messages we most need to hear right now. So before I tell you what the intention, what the keywords are, just tuning into these 3 images, which one are you drawn to the most? Look at the geometry. Look at the colors. How does it make you feel? And when you look at your PDF, you can download and look at them and play with them yourself. So this card is connected with money, love, and health. What do you get when you look at this? Money, love, and health. And the second message is love, light, and prosperity. These are all the things that I'm calling into my life too, for sure. Trying to get the best light. And the last card is empower, self-love, and bliss. And what's interesting, actually, these are a little bit similar symbols, but not the same. Yeah, there is the same, like this one, and similar here. These are light language symbols, so there's really no logical mental explanation. It's more what you feel when you look at them. Where do you feel the energy in your body? How do you feel when you connect with it? Set an intention to receive this magic, the messages and the information. So my homework is to channel all the messages, and I'll come back to you next Wednesday. Well, my kids are home from school all week. It's like a half-term break, but I'm going to start working on that. I'm feeling the call for them. It's time to complete the messages. So I'm really excited to share them with you when they're ready. Thank you, my beautiful friends. I'm going to share the link in the description where you can download your free PDF of the Oracle of the 44. And as an energy exchange, let me know what you're using it for, how you like it. You know, always give something in return. So it's a free gift, but I want to hear from you. Maybe testimonial, maybe just how you're using them. You know, someone told me that they're using it for personal use. Someone said they're using it in their healing sessions. Another woman said she was using them for a meditation retreat. She was using as, like, people are using them and they're not telling me. So I would love to hear, and I want to share that with the community, which is going to be really awesome. So in the last 2 minutes, I want to share this, 3 minutes. So for 2025, I put out anyways, thank you. Thank you. And right now it's in this beautiful bag. And I love it. And you know, it's because I made one for myself. I can always feel it. It's really powerful, you guys. These are like soul codes, and they're very, very powerful. And they're geometric, and I work with source. I work with so many different frequent. Here it is. Oh, I could just feel it. Like, where's mine? Where's mine? And then it's like, like, it's no joke. Like, it's how do you take light codes and you put it on a piece of paper? It's been a challenge, you know, anchor it into the 3D. But the way I perceive them, they're living, breathing, organic, technological healing devices. And so right now I'm manifesting these in the form of these oracle cards, and I'm so excited. So my project this year, 2025, which I just put out the call maybe a couple months ago, I was inspired to, I'm creating a Galactic Earth Oracle that's just going to be similar to this one. I put out a call on my Facebook page. The Oracle told me 22, and I think it might just be added onto this one. So originally it was bigger. You cannot understand what happened to this. So I was guided to, it was like this big. Okay, so this is really small. So as an intuitive artist, I'm always teaching my students, like, everything that happens is for a reason. If you drop the paint and splatter it, the painting or the stone or whatever, it does not want that color. You know, if you accidentally drop your paintbrush and paint comes onto your canvas or your paper, the picture wants that color. It's a co-creation. You know, I work with magic and miracles and mastery. Okay, these are codes for that. So I have the Oracle of the 44, right? However, is it done? I don't know. There's 44. It looks like a nice thing. However, now I'm being guided to make the Galactic Earth Oracle for this year. Now, I had started to make, I'm just going to finish in a minute or two. I'm expanding to bigger. I made this whole beautiful oracle, like this whole beautiful picture for the Galactic Earth Oracle. I put out a call calling people 22. She told me for 2025. I know we're in November now, but it doesn't matter, you know, we're just getting started. You know, the calendars, like, okay, I'm going to go a couple minutes over because I have 3 more points to make, I think. So one is about the calendars, right? So October, it's Latin, right? Oct is 8, right? Octopus, octahedron. It's like the original calendar was changed, okay, which changes the energy. We are really in the 9th month, okay? So October is really the 8th month, not the 10th month, okay? Which means November is really the 9th month, right? December, dec, Latin is dec, you know, the decahedron, it's 10. That's the 10th month, which makes January the 11th month, and February is the 12th month. That is the true calendar that got distorted and changed and reprogrammed and all the stuff. No big deal. It's all about awareness. So I'm asking to I'm doing another project called the Galactic Earth Oracle this year for 2025 intentions. Even though it's November, we still have until March. March, the spring or March equinox, spring in the northern hemisphere, fall in the southern hemisphere. But in any case, the planetary new year is the March equinox. That is the true beginning, the planet. However, as multidimensional beings, all of it is true. One, our collective energy and focus is really on January 1st. That is true. That is our calendar, the Gregorian calendar new year, January 1st. Those are intentions, but there's no magic behind that because it was distorted and changed. So we do have that, but I think of it as like so many layers. Like the witch's new year, right, is Samhain, which we just had October 31st, right? Which is like Day of the Dead and Halloween and all that. So we just had that new year. And then there's the Celtic new year, there's the pagan new year, there's the galactic new year, there's the planetary new year. There's a lot of new years. And then all the cultures, like so many cultures around the world have different new years as well. All of it in a multidimensional space, all of it is true. It's not one or the other. It's all of it is true. Truth, it's all true. What do you believe in? So January 1st, yes. But I work with the planetary new year. And the solstice for me is like, it's huge also. But really it's about, and I was listening to Matthias de Stefano, he was talking about the origin of astrology. I don't know if I can find it, but it was absolutely fascinating. He talked about in one of his podcasts, the origin of astrology and how it makes sense for in the northern hemisphere, a place like England or Scotland, Ireland, like, you know, the northern countries, we're honoring like the changing of the seasons, you know, like having the fall and then the winter, like you have a distinct seasonal change because of the latitude, longitude, you know, where you are on the planet. But it doesn't make as much sense on the equator. So he was talking about like that used to be all separate and people would have their songs. I want to listen to that podcast again. If I find it, I can link it below. It's absolutely like eye-opening. Just no one has ever explained it in that way about the history of astrology, you know, and how it works for some places and not for others. It's not meant to work for everybody. You know, we've forgotten the songs of our land. We've forgotten the songs of, you know, the stars and, you know, all this stuff. So it is a planetary new year. However, you know, that looks like something different in African countries as it does in Asian countries, as it does in North American versus South American countries versus European, right? Versus Antarctica and Australia, New Zealand, Greenland, all of it. Russia, China. I mean, we're not meant to all celebrate the same thing at the same time. It's about tuning into your land and, you know, your roots and just connecting with the pulse of Mother Earth, Gaia, and nature. Anyways, I digress. I love Matthias de Stefano. He came to Turkey. I really wanted to join him on his last pilgrimage. It was just not the right time. It's all good, but I'm just happy he came. I'm happy when anybody comes to Turkey. I love this land. As I said, let me focus because I'm trying to close. I'm gonna end in 4 minutes. So I'm putting out this pulse All right. Still, I'm going to make another post about it with the pulse, this magnetic pulse, to call anyone who would like me to do the Galactic Earth Oracle like this. So what happened was I painted this cool picture. I figured out how I did this with my symbols and the way that I do it. It was all perfect. And then what happened is I painted both sides watercolor, and then the paper stuck to the other paper, which now I'm in a couple art classes and I know you should use wax paper so your painting doesn't stick, and it totally destroyed it and it's all good. And I looked at it, I go, I just didn't know what to say because I spent so much time, and my guys were like, just broadcast the Galactic Earth Oracle, put it with my artwork and watercolor. I anchored and activated the back like it was done. Universe always has the last laugh, right? So what happened, and I don't even want to show it to you, it's downstairs anyways in my art room, but my art studio, it got stuck because I was guided, it's watercolor paper. I was guided to paint both sides, but I didn't know at the time, and now I know. If you want to paint the other side, you should put wax paper and it won't stick, and it totally destroyed it. I go, that was very interesting. That's a message to me from my higher self to me that not to be attached. It actually wants to be this size. It wants to continue this deck. And I don't know if I'll ever get it published because it's going to keep going because this is a collective living oracle. So multidimensionally, I see both. I see this is complete Oracle, the 44, and I see the Galactic Earth Oracle over here, but I also see them because we are all of it. I see them. I see all of this as Galactic Earth, and I see this as one step. I see this huge project that's never ending because we're never ending and we're constantly expanding and growing. So if you are interested, for the original 22, I still have 8 spaces open. Who would like for me? So with this was not intentional. I did not intend to make an oracle, but the Galactic Earth Oracle, I am intending to do that. So it's like, I want to share your name. I want to share the intention. I want to share the geometry because it's like a co-creation, right? So I'm connecting with your energy, with your guides, your higher self, your I am presence to bring through the code that is for your highest and greatest good on all levels with the intention, your 3-word intention for 2025. And what I was saying about the calendar is I'm going to be working on that starting now. They're telling me after this through the up. It'll probably be ready at the spring equinox, the March equinox, because that's really we're ending 2025 and that transition time. So it's a project that I work on all at once in divine perfect timing. They're all feeding off each other. And I think what the Oracle of the 44 is telling me is that she didn't want me to do these messages until, because I'm also going to be working with those, and to let go of, it's like the person I'm channeling it for is receiving the activation for that. It's for them, but it's at the same time, all of this work is a gift for all of us. It's a gift for the Mother Earth. It's a gift for the collective. It's a free gift that we're all co-creating. I cannot do this if I don't co-create with other people. I need your help. I'm going to bring the codes through. We're going to make this thing. There was somebody that answered the call in a star, and she said she can make bags for me. And I didn't really know what I wanted. I'm basically, my guides are telling me not to box anything in, not to limit myself, just to keep creating, keep calling, keep making, keep pulsing, keep, so we're going to start playing with these. I want to do the oracle readings from these. I'm going to get the messages for you. That's my homework. Your homework is to share this video, to like this video, like my channel, join the Telegram after I make it, and help me co-create this to be a living oracle, like a community living oracle that we can professionally, I'm going to need your help because I don't even know how to do it. I just want to create. I really don't want to figure out all this stuff. I'm doing all of it and I'm happy to, and I'm excited because I don't want to outsource anything. But I want it to be a collaborative effort. Like, how awesome for all of us to say, yay, we were part of this project. Let's make it. So I don't really know. That's what I'm getting right now. I'm going to work on the Galactic Earth Oracle. And also, I've been waiting for the 22 to answer the call. So it was about July, I think I put the call out. I think it was a couple months ago for the Galactic Earth Oracle. And it's just the pulse is coming back again. I work with the stars and the cosmic energy and the earth. And the Galactic Earth Oracle is similar to this. It's going to be like this. I think the same size, which is why yeah, it got destroyed. And then I'm just gonna add on. We're just gonna keep going and not attached to who, what, why. It's just medicine for our soul, medicine for our heart, medicine for our love. And so that's where I'm at. I would love to hear from you. I would love, we all need to help each other. Support. You can like this, you can share, you can donate. Like, we need money, finances, we need to be resourced. I need help, like editing and printing, and like, how do I put it in a metal tin? How do we get it out in the world? Like, print on demand. Like, I need all of it, like all of it. Like, let's do it all together, because we're not here just one of us. We're here together at this time. And I'm here bringing the codes because I'm a code keeper. I'm here to activate you with my artwork. My vision is for the artwork to reach, my artwork to reach millions of people around the world. And I need your help. How do we do this? And I'm not attached any other way. It's, how do we connect? How do we uplift? How do we heal? How do we transform? We are the light. We are the, we are the star seeds. We are the light workers. We are magic. It's time for us to come out. Like the thorns, I was clearing away one by one, just giving gratitude. We don't need to be protected and safe. We are light. We are remembering. And it's time for us to come together, collaborate, work together, and create this magic in the world. This is my contribution right now. This is free project right now. But it wants to expand. It wants to get bigger. It wants to keep growing. Like, what do you envision about this? As I'm playing with it, what are your ideas? Like, please share with the group. I'm going to create a Telegram for Oracle the 44, a Telegram for Live with Lumina. And we're just going to have all these groups because I love Telegram right now. And it's just a really awesome way where we can share pictures and connect with each other and chat, help each other, lift each other up, inspire each other. Please reach out and communicate. And I love you. And that's it for today. The transmission is complete. Tomorrow, I'm going to share some artwork with you, some other pieces of art. This is also good for me because as I'm sharing you artwork, I need to make more. So it's like a huge time of creation. Share in the Telegram group the artwork you're working on, questions you have, because I feed off of that. If you have any questions for the, I'm going to make a post. What questions do you have for my live Q&A on Friday? Tomorrow is artwork sharing. Tomorrow, and then Friday is the live Q&A. And that's going to be the first week. So thank you so much. I love you. I am grateful. Thank you for joining me live and for the replay. And please share your thoughts, your ideas, your inspirations, what you got from this, what you hope to receive, what you're looking for, how I can help you, and all this stuff. And I'm so excited to share with you and talk with you and learn as you're learning and grow as we're all growing and transforming. The wings are opening, we're flying, we're being free. And I love you and I'm grateful. Thank you, 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 thank you. And I will see you tomorrow, 12 o'clock Turkey time for 1 hour. And I love you. Thank you for staying late. See you. Bye-bye.